Hello and welcome back to a very rainy Rathlin Island. It's 9 in the morning and we have been down selling our produce and are about to unload the manure. It has been so dull here this morning. And I could hardly see anything when I went down with the first load of produce. I have been thinking, as I usually do most of the time, coming up with ideas, and oh, get away. I will try and put together a video that stretches over more than one day, because the following days now will be the same: produce, manure, cows, picking eggs, and selling logs. So it will be same old, over and over again for the next couple of days, before there will be things happening that will be a bit different. So the only new thing today, or new, but only thing that we normally don't do every day, is that we are going to go down and sell the milk. We will have a look here. Look-see. Can see that we got 3,500 liters of milk. We could actually wait with that for a day or two and get over 4,000. I think we will do that actually. Otherwise, the cows are doing great. We don't need to do anything with them today. Yesterday we had a property income for 2,800. We had expenses for about 1,200, so that is half profit at least. We sold logs for 66,000. And we got 7,991 for the produce. Today we got 8,300. We are having expenses, and the loan interest is is 416 each day, so it's not huge. Not huge at all. Still, I do want to get rid of it. But it's not a big expense. And I think we will wait with the milk until we got over 4,000 liters. And that means that it's time to pick the eggs. We really don't need to do anything else today at the farm. So, XCX, there we go. So we will have a long day with the logs. And it's not the most beautiful morning, so I will leave you here. And if you have heard anyone talking in the background, today is the big wedding in England where Prince Harry getting married to, is it Meghan or something like that? Oh! So I have been looking at hats. Wonderful hats. I am invited to the wedding via the television. And I was not going to look at it, but I have a mother that says, you have to look at the hats. So I did, and Prince Harry is coming to the church right now, and he's dressed in a wonderful uniform. So I will keep half an eye, only half an eye. I have to keep an eye on where I'm driving, and I will get back to you when the sun shines, hopefully, because this is not a nice weather to be following along on Rathlin Island. The sun is finally shining on us, and we are on our second trip down to the South Point. I wonder how many trips down here we are going to be able to take today. Hopefully quite a few. We will hopefully, and I know we will get enough money, but we will hopefully get buffered so we don't have to ever again on this map do forestry. It's the one thing in the game I really don't like. So for me doing this much might come as a surprise for many. But on the same time, there are a lot of things in life that you have to do that you don't like to do. I have several things like that in my life. I don't like to do laundry. Still, I have to. I don't like to vacuum clean and clean up, do dishes, or anything like that. It's one of those things in life that is necessary, but not necessarily joyful. I know persons that love to vacuum clean, love to clean and things like that, but I can't understand it because I hate it so much. It's mentally disturbing to me. It doesn't give you anything mentally. And I am always digging for knowledge, and I can't dig through dust and dirt to get it. If I could, I would have become an archaeologist. That would have been nice. And you can still hear the wedding in the background. And they haven't said yes yet. She still have a chance to run away. Says she who has been married for 32 years. This summer. So I will be back with you later on, and I will report if there isn't anything dramatic happening. And I will report of today's income. But it would take a while yet, as it just is noon, and we have at least 6 hours to work. But I'll be seeing you probably tomorrow, because this will just be selling logs. It's day 3 of early winter, and we have finished off our morning deliveries of produce. And we need to do some maintenance work. At the farm. Among other things, we need to fertilize the orchard. We need to clean up at the cows, as you can see on the top of the page. Oh, I thought we needed more there. And we need to deliver the milk. So we have a few things that we need to do. Oh, let it stay by that. It's only 5%. So let's see. Yesterday I sold wood or logs for £114,607. Nice. So we now got a £312,500, and we still got that loan. Depending on what happens today, we might pay that off. as you can see, the produce has been delivered. Next, we have to water the orchard. Take one thing at a time. And if you hear voices in the background now, it's the ice hockey world championship in ice hockey, and Sweden is ready for the finals. They qualified by beating the USA with 6 goals to none. Which might come as a surprise for many. It sure did for the US team. I have to report to my husband, so that's why I'm looking at it. As he is in Athens, Greece, and can't look at it. But he will be home until the finals tomorrow night. And he wants to know who Sweden is going to meet in the finals. So will it be Switzerland or Canada? That's the question. The match has just started, so we will see. That was that, and then we're going to clean the stable. Cleanliness 1%. So let's see. Let's wait. Now let's take it. But not really all. Let's go backwards. It's better to go out here. Will we get everything? And why won't you let me tip off? It's hay. And aren't there room for hay? Doesn't seem like there are. But let's get out of here. So you will be left here until tomorrow, and then the hay would have gone, probably. Oh, don't drive into the building. And we don't need you anymore right now. So let's see what else we got. There was nothing else with the cows at the moment. The greenhouses are done. So it's only the chickens to pick up the eggs. And now we don't have a rooster anymore. So picking up the eggs. There we go. And we are ready for picking up some logs, it seems. And you are one dirty trailer. Actually, you are no fun looking at all, so I think we will go up. No! We are going to... Could have told me! You're forgetting the milk! So let's go up and clean off this trailer. And then we're going to deliver the milk. Ah. I'm always forgetting things like that. I think about them and then I get sidetracked and have forgotten all about what I was going to do in the first place. Just cleaned you up. How can you have been so dirty again? I cleaned the tractor at the same time as I cleaned the trailer after I transported manure. But everything is fine there now. Greenhouses are done. We will leave you here for a little while, and I got a message. And I was going to leave that trailer there and get this trailer. We will get some milk. If I don't reverse in the wrong direction. So let's get it. And there should be more than 5,000 liters. And I think this takes 10. Yes, it does. 52%. So we could have waited a little bit longer, but it's okay, I think, to do it like this. And it's nice because then we have cheese and pasteurized milk to pick up tomorrow. Which is fantastic. And oh, I've forgotten to put away the mowers. Have to do that too. But at least we got some really good money now. We have some equipment to buy. And the fields. So the more we can get, the better it is. And I will try to remember at day 7 of winter let's see here, look at the cows. At day 7 of winter the cows will be cheaper than for a long while. So either we buy it then, or we will wait till day 4 of summer. I think we can buy 10 cows day 7 of winter, as we have been talking about it, or at least I have been talking about it. We got the money for it, we got the hay and silage. It's only straw, and we will have to buy straw anyways. And hopefully we will have our own next autumn. And we will try and seed barley as soon as possible. And then the question is, Oh, this won't do. Then the question is, are we going to get pigs? And I vote no. But we will see. I am not. This is a tricky question for me, whether to have pigs or not. On the one hand, we will be able to grow our own food shortly, but pigs are very expensive and they don't get your money back. Oh, hello. In this game, I can't steer. I'm sorry. But if I took it a little bit easier, it would be fine. Look. Just take it nice and easy, Elowin, and you're doing okay. There are mods that will give you a slaughterhouse. I'm not going to use that. And there's actually more than one reason for it. The main reason when it comes to the map is that there's actually no room for it. The second is that we will need a lot of pigs. So most of the time will go to taking care of those pigs and transport them away and selling the meat and whatever we get from there. And that's not the reason for me playing this game. I love the way that the map maker of this map, OYEEBO, has done it with the greenhouses, that it only produces one pallet per greenhouse a day. Otherwise you don't have to do anything more than transporting pallets of fruit and veggies. And that will be a lot of work even if you have a sell point just beside the greenhouses. But you will get a lot of money, that's for sure. But it's a bit too easy money. I also love the fact that we have the sell point on the mainland. It will make it there's a little bit more fuss about it. And all in all, it makes you more connected to the community. this way. That's one of the reasons why I put the biomanure pit at the sell point too. That and the fact that there are no other farms out here, and people wouldn't go out here just to tip off the manure, so I could buy it. But in the main sell point, that's maybe where they would go if there were any others playing around there. But it's more logical. And those greenhouses wouldn't be up and running a long time yet. If we had to rely on our cows. There we go. So we're going back with a milk tank. And if we get another 10 cows, we will have to go down to the dairy quite often, actually. But it will also mean more money. And we don't have anything against that. I think that about 25 cows, maybe 30, is what we could expect a farm this size to have. And I don't think we will go over 30. There is no limit for the game, so I have to set the boundaries myself and the consequences of going over that limit. If I want to have a consequence, there is a little bit of manure. Now you can stay next to the water. Nice. Back. So we are waiting for a couple of more tours to sell logs. That's all we will do today. Apart from what we already done. Tomorrow we can go to the dairy and pick up cheese and pastured milk. That's called mjölk in Swedish. And There isn't anything more. It will be day 4. Depending, they are promising snow, as you can see up in the right corner. So maybe we will get some snow, and tomorrow they are promising snow too. So it might be more than a little. It's -1 degree in the air. So the snow will be left on the ground, and if there comes a lot, then we can get a hard time getting through it. And then we'll have to take care of it with the bucket. But we'll see what happens. First of all, we're going up to the cutting place up here, the north one. Now it's noon, and as in winter, the sun is very low, so we have a strange light. You can see that I emptied out the logs from here, and we have still so much logs, so I will not be able to get them all down during the winter. Really a lot. See what happens here. If I start you like that, and we get sometimes they won't pick up logs that laying. Oh, here comes the snow. So it's winter. See. Is that all that you wanted to give me? Oh, there comes a little bit more. And oh, sorry about that. Okay. Let's give this a try. And you are falling off again. That's totally fine. You stay there. Good. And we can go back and try. How much do we have? Too much, I suppose. You know by now that I overestimate what I can have and cannot have on this trailer. But I'm actually not tipped it over again. It was only once. So we have to try and get down to the cell point. Actually, I have my view isn't that good because of the snow, just like in real life. But we'll see what we can do, and if we can take this load down to the ferry without rolling it. It's a bit heavier on the right side. And you don't you dare to tip. You're not allowed to. I'm going really slow. Just because I don't want to roll it. And it's wickety wickety whack. Wobbly. And don't think that we are safe just because we are on steady ground. Oh, look at those clouds. Really pitch black. And don't you dare. I like to see the mud. I like it a lot. It's very realistic. And to me that means a lot. I know I said it before that I was ready to give up playing Farming Simulator because I thought it was going dull. You only repeat and repeat and repeat. And for my part, that doesn't necessarily care about brands and horsepower and things like that. I want a tractor that works. If it's Fendt or Summer or Ultra or Master Ferguson or whatever, it really doesn't matter. If it feels good, it's good. And there were many that would like certain tractors and certain this and certain that, and it's never been a goal for me. I wanted to have a gameplay that reflected the farming. And I tried many ways to make it harder, but didn't succeed that well always. Because there were no natural cycles in the game. And we got that with the season mod. So I just love it. It gives me purpose with my gameplay. And I am experiencing it even more now when it's snowing. I was playing, I can't remember what map it was. Anywho, I was playing on a map and we came to winter and I played on a 9-day season. And it was snowing all but the first day. And it was so deep I couldn't drive anywhere if I didn't clean up the roads first. And that took a lot of time. I didn't have time to do anything else actually. And if I didn't clean it up, I got stuck. Just as in real life. At least in my part of the country when it snows, we have no snow on the fields and all the snow is on the roads. For some reason. And I met a salesperson on a fair that was from the north of Sweden. I live in the very south of Sweden, if you didn't know. And he had always been like, haha, those down there, they don't know what snow are, and they are this and they are that, and they can't drive in snow, and they're just making themselves look stupid, and aha. And he happens to be down here when we had a snowstorm, as we get a couple of every winter, and there are totally traffic chaos. And it's not because we can't drive in snow, it's because all the snow are on the roads. And he then got stuck and they couldn't get anywhere. And he didn't believe it at first. This was snow in the very south of Sweden. And it was horrible. He said that he never had experienced something that bad. And he lived in the southeast part of the north, where they have several meters of snow in the winter. And we had 20 centimeters or 30. So about 1 foot of snow, and it was chaos. And we had some money. And now I talked to you during all this about snow. And now I can forget all about what I said, because it was just a small talk. And see that we don't get stuck. I got stuck there. The in-game day of yesterday. You can stay there while I get out of there. So I would... Oh, look how black that is. It doesn't look good. So I will be doing this for the rest of the afternoon. It won't be any more interesting than this. Running to and through, getting logs, selling logs. And I think I will be able to make 3 more runs before it gets too dark. So, you have to leave me in the snow. And I will be back very soon, I hope, with the next episode, and then we'll see what happened to the snow. Did it stay? Or did it blow away or melt? So until next time, thank you for watching. Have a really, really good one. And do take care.